Benny Johnson's the host of The Benny Show. Benny, what would Charlie say to Omar and Crockett?
Yeah, Jesse, thank you so much for having me on tonight. First off, I think we need to take a big step back and look at what is happening in our political landscape. Because when people tell you who they are, we have to believe them. That's very important. Who are leftists telling us they are? Right now, the entire Democratic Party is more angry that Jimmy Kimmel got a paid vacation to be with his children than that Charlie Kirk will never see his children again. Jesse, the Democrat Party is more outraged that an unfunny corporate TV comedian had to be put in timeout for a few days than that Charlie Kirk will never speak again. It is critically important to understand that this is not really a political issue anymore. This is now a moral issue. Because when you look at where the terroristic threatening is coming from in this country, it is coming from the left. And you need to ask yourself a question, which is, what has happened to these people? Where is your soul? Where is your humanity? Why can't you just do the honorable and decent thing and say, we apologize for any outrageous thing that we have said? We feel bad about this. We disavow political violence. We apologize to Erica Kirk. Your mourning and suffering must be excruciating, and it is. Why can't you just say that? That's what a decent and honorable person would do, and you want to share country with those kind of people. But that's not what's happening on the left. It's become a spiritual question, Jesse. These people need Jesus. Maybe they should rewatch Charlie Kirk's memorial service.
Do you think they're capable of repenting or saying they're sorry or coming around? Or do you think they're so blinded by hatred that they're just incapable of it?
That's why I loved the memorial service yesterday, Jesse, is that you were able to see two very distinct and harmonious Christian principles on display yesterday. First, Erica Kirk's beautiful act of forgiveness, what I would call the single most apostolic, Christ-like action ever seen by the largest audience ever in human history. That's what happened yesterday when Erica Kirk forgave the trans radical Democrat assassin of her husband. A remarkable act. But then what you also showed on your program in the open was that there is a duty of our federal government to institute justice and to not forgive and to wield the sword, as it says in Romans 13, that God establishes our rulers and our leaders and that they have been given the sword for the terror of evil men. And President Trump personified that, so did Don Jr. and Stephen Miller beautifully in their comments, along with J.D. Vance. That we are not going to allow people to get away with this. And just moments ago, Donald Trump designated Antifa a terrorist organization, a great first start.
It sure is. Benny, I know you've suffered a lot, and you've held your head high, and you've been a great spokesperson for all of you guys in this movement together. So keep up the great work, and we're going to continue to pray for you and Erica and everybody.
It's my great honor.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.